Ahoy, this is Zdenka. The only reason why I was staying away from live streaming is a setup. I was always wondering how I would do, let's say, behind the scenes type of a thing. And I simply could not see myself operating all these cameras by myself. I just couldn't see it. So that's the only way why I was staying away from it. Well, today I have this device, which is slowly changing my mind. I might try something like that as early as next week. What I've got here today is OBSBOT Tiny 4K magnetic AI-powered HDR capable PTZ webcam. This video is sponsored by OBSBOT, however, I'm not being told what to say. What is OBSBOT Tiny 4K? It's a webcam designed for live streaming, Zoom, Facebook, Skype, teaching, and presentations. The camera comes with USB-C to USB-C cable, which is fairly long, 1.5 meters, USB-C female to USB-A male adapter, USB-A to DC power cable, magnetic mount, carry bag, user manual, and warranty card. The camera is fairly light. Without a mount, it is 147 grams. With the mount, it is 176 grams. And dimensions are displayed on the screen. When you look at the camera, you will notice quite a big lens. Camera indicator, microphone, DC power port, USB Type-C port, 1/4-inch screw, and magnetic base. The camera can run both on Mac and PC computers. Recommended computers are displayed on the screen. Mounting is quite easy. You can have it sit somewhere on a table, shelf perhaps. It can be mounted on a monitor with this attachment. I just have it here sit on this small tripod. Once you connect it to your computer, it will automatically install. There is an app you're going to be using with, and it's called OBSBOT Tiny Cam, where you can do a lot of configurations. So let's turn on the camera. I'm going to be using OBS software to show you the picture quality. Now, the camera can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080p at 60 frames per second. Field of view is 86%. For those who are wondering how to get the 4K view in OBS software, let me show you the steps how to set that up. Go to OBS, go to File, Settings. Here in the settings, go to Video and rewrite the resolution to 3880 by 2160. The same thing goes for output resolution. And select frame rate 30 frames per second. Under Sources Windows, hit plus, select Video Capture Device. Once you double-click Video Capture Device, select OBSBOT Tiny 4K Camera. The camera can be used in temperatures ranging from 0 to plus 40 degrees Celsius. The picture quality you are watching right now, it's all fully automatic. You can adjust the brightness, exposure, colors, and all that in the software, which I'm gonna show you shortly. Let's test the sound. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reductions. And this is the picture and the sound you're going to get from this webcam. As you can see, it has changing lights, so you know exactly what is going on. When it is turning on, the blue light will flash. When it is on, the light will be green. When you're going to lift your hand like this to enable tracking, the light will flash blue. If the camera did not recognize the target, it would be green only in the middle. If it did recognize the target, it would get green across the whole thing. If it is yellow, it is losing the target. During the upgrade, blue and yellow lights will keep flashing. If it flashes red, then it means that the upgrade failed. And if all the lights are red and they are solid, then it means that the product failed or there is simply an error. I mentioned tracking, so let me show you how that works. You will turn it on and off exactly the same way, just like this. So now let's say I'm doing a cooking recipe and live streaming from the kitchen, so I can be moving around like this and the camera will simply follow me. It's never going to lose me. The same thing if I'm teaching something and I'm teaching it to a whole bunch of students and I still want to live stream to get that across to the rest of the people. The same thing, I can be moving around and it's not going to lose me. It has two axes, pan and tilt. Controllable pan range is 150 degrees and tilt range is 45 degrees. Structurally possible range is 160 degrees for pan and 90 degrees for tilt. Maximum control speed is 120 degrees a second. Now, if you are a teacher who is afraid that when you raise your arm like this and to tell the students to raise the arm if they need something and you're gonna turn off the tracking, there is a solution for that. You basically go to the software. First, you enable the tracking and then you turn off gesture control. And then you can wave your arm all you want and it's not gonna turn off until you go back to the software and turn off the tracking in the software. If you need to shut off the webcam, you just want the camera off completely, there is a privacy mode for that. Just turn the camera down, that's it. There is one more gesture you can do, and that is this L. When you hold this gesture, it's going to zoom in, and the same way you're going to zoom out. It has up to 4 times digital zoom. The default is set to 2 times. How much you want to zoom in, you can adjust in the software. Let's check out OBSBOT Tiny Cam app. Now, I'm gonna be using Zoom for this to show you the settings. Unfortunately, in Zoom, you're limited with picture quality. You're not gonna get 4K. You have to record in HD. Now it's the time to check out the OBSBOT Tiny app. You can see that one camera is connected here. You can turn on and off tracking below, and you can zoom in and zoom out. On the right is where you can put the camera to sleep mode or wake up the camera from sleep mode. Below are gimbal controls and joystick. When you move the joystick, you are basically moving the camera around, and then when you need to reset it, just hit this button. Right at the bottom here are preset positions. There are 3, and this is where it gets really great, especially for me. That's what started changing my mind a bit about possible live streaming. You can choose 3 different locations and save them as presets. Let me show you. So first one is just gonna be on me. So I'm gonna edit as a preset location number 1. Then perhaps I want to do the close-up on all those cameras there on the table. So I'm gonna position it, and actually I'm gonna zoom in a little bit like that, and I'm gonna make better position and save it as a position number 2. And then let's do 3rd one. So I'm gonna zoom out again, and let's just do, I don't know, I'm just gonna do very neutral location right here. That will be preset location number 3. So as I'm talking, obviously I'm gonna have the camera on me now. So when I'm talking about, let's say, cameras or something, and I wanna show that location over there, I just press location number 2. Now the camera goes automatically to that shot. And when I'm done, I press the first preset location and it goes back on me. So that makes it super easy. You only need one camera to cover all those 3 shots. I like that. Below the camera icon are settings. So at the top you can see the software version, the firmware version. You can adjust here when you want the device to go to sleep. Right now it's set for 2 minutes by default. You can turn off the gesture control locked target. That's when I said that you enable the tracking first and then turn off the gesture control. That means that you can move around and it will still keep tracking you. You can also turn off the gesture control zoom. Gesture control zoom factor is where you can change the default zoom. You can make it a lot bigger if you want to. This camera has 3 different tracking modes. So first one is headroom mode. This is when you will get a little bit more of a head area like this. The second one is standard mode. So let me turn it off and I'll now turn it on. It's still the same. Oh, there you go. So there is not so much of a headroom. And the third one is motion mode. And that will be pretty much your body. So when you're moving, your body is gonna be tracking you a little bit faster. So I'm gonna go back to standard mode, and you can see the camera is already slowly going up. Camera settings, I'm going to skip for now because that's another whole different section. Below are also screen modes. You can film in landscape and portrait. And last setting is initial position. So it's time to go now to the camera settings. As you can see, this panel is quite large. There's lots you can control. First of all, HDR is enabled by default. You can turn it off here. You can also do manual focus if you like. You can also do manual exposure. You can change everything. You can change shutter speed and ISO. You can turn on flicker to get rid of any flickering lights. Then you can also change white balance. You can do custom white balance. You can change contrast, saturation, sharpness, and hue. You can control the picture quality on your own. This little device has certainly lots to offer. At first I thought it's just, tracking webcam, but then when I started seeing all those features, and especially those shots you can save as a presets, and you can manipulate the whole picture quality, you can make it look the way you want, it definitely surprised me. So far, I didn't see anything negative about that. The bottom gets a little bit warm after a use, but as the manual says, it's quite normal. It's not burning or anything, it's just warm. For those interested, link to this product can be found below the video in the video description. You will see the pricing in your currency depending on where you live. Well, I hope you found this video informative. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these. Now, I am wondering if you would be using this product, if you're interested in this product, what would you be using it for? Do you live stream, or are you a teacher? Do you have a business? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao. Ahoj.